I don't want to overstress the importance of first lines. It's just that they can really give you an advantage. You're reaching out from that book, grabbing a hold of that reader and sucking them right into your book, or not. And if you pull them right in, you've got them. You've got that agent, you've got that editor, you've got your reader. Suck them right in. And insofar as if they're staying right there and you haven't pulled them at all, you probably have lost them. If you get them this far, that's probably good too. Okay, they're, I'm leaning with you. So far so good. So far so good works. Okay, that's okay. If the reader's going, okay, yeah, what happens next? I'm cool with it. And sometimes it is just like, boom, I am in, hook, line, and sinker. And that's the best, especially trying to sell that first novel. Here we are again, the dreaded first page. What to do about it? A really terrific sports writer named Red Smith, and he said, writing is easy. All you do is stare at a blank piece of paper until drops of blood form on your forehead. So that's kind of what that first page is about. Obviously one of the keys is just the first line. Along came a spider. First Alice Cross book starts early on the morning of December 21st, 1992. I was a picture of contentment on the sun porch of our house on 5th Street in Washington, D.C. That was my first line. Yeah, it gives you a lot of information. Not a great first line, but I'm so far I'm okay. I'm getting into it. You've Been Warned, which was a horror book. First line there in the prologue. It's way too early in the morning for dead people. Once again, give me an idea of what kind of book it is. Private series about a private investigation company and a relatively young guy that runs it. And the first line is, to the best of my understandably shaky recollection, the first time I died, it went something like this. That's a pretty cool first line, actually, if I do give myself some credit. In Kiss the Girls, the first line is, for 3 weeks, the young killer actually lived inside the walls of an extraordinary 15-room beach house. For me, I'm there. The idea of somebody living in my house, a killer, inside the walls, and what you'll find out in the next couple of chapters is that people are in the house while he's living inside the walls. That's very dramatic. It's very scary. It would scare the pants out of most readers, and if it happened in real life, it would really scare the hell out of you. I always feel that if I haven't given them something in the first chapter, it's bad news. I have to have grabbed them a bit. Maximum ride, once again, in terms of what you can do in a scene. We open up with children, and they range from 7 years old to 14 or 15. They're running like banshees. They're escaping from a building. You don't exactly know what kind of a building, only whatever was happening in that building is very, very bad. The narrator is this girl, Max. She's a feisty girl. She has dark humor. She's very concerned for her friends who are running with her. She's particularly concerned with the 7 and 9-year-olds. And you're wondering, what the hell happened in that building? Why are they running away? You hear that there are dogs chasing them and adults chasing them, and they get to a cliff, and you go, oh my God, here we go with the cliffs, and they're going to jump into water or something. Well, there's no water. It's just a disaster. So basically, you set up a dilemma for the reader and for these kids. I mean, what's going to happen now? They're cooked. They're caught. The dogs, the adults, and all of a sudden, out come the wings, and they fly. They jump off the cliffs and they fly. What happens in that scene? One, it's thrilling in itself. It's a very the chase is thrilling. Two, you're getting exposed to the narrator's voice, and that voice is is one that you like hearing. You like the way she's telling her story. It's not just total panic. It's you feel that she maintains a certain control and confidence, and you're wondering, like, why is she feeling that? Why is she feeling this confidence? Why does she feel that all these kids can possibly get away from these dogs and the guards? And certainly when they get to the cliff, and she still seems confident. And then you get this very unexpected surprise and release with the wings and flying. Actually, what happens in the chapter is they dive off first, so it almost feels like a mass suicide, and then the wings come out, which is even more effective. If you're going to kill somebody off in the first chapter, which happens frequently, ideally what you want to do is you want to write that character as though it was the hero of your book. You want people so goddamn interested in it that when they die, it's like, you're kidding me. That character was so interesting. I can't believe that the author killed that character off, because I was really interested in that character. What he or she was going to do. And a lot of times, that murder victim, and same in television, you have not involved in the character at all. Somebody in jeopardy, they run up the stairs, they run to the roof. You don't know who the hell they are. You don't really care. And they get thrown off the roof, and you're like, okay. Not good, not good. You got to invest me in that person running up the stairs. If that's what you're going to do, you're going to start with a murder. I need to be interested in that character. Oh man, I mean, there's so many books that I read and so many manuscripts where I just read. I'll read the first couple of pages of the first chapter, and go like, this does not work at all. There's no tension, there's no style, there's nothing to get me interested in this thing. The writing is it's either overwritten or underwritten. I have no interest in the character. The action feels cliched. Nothing happened in that first chapter that's of any interest to me in any way, shape, or form. Anybody telling you a story, I mean, you do it all the time. Somebody will be telling you a story, and you want to walk away after the first 3 sentences. It's like, okay, I go to the bathroom now, or or a typical thing, or at a party like that, and you see the person like looking over your shoulder to see who's coming in the door, then they're just not buying into your story. You don't want to just be dropping all the information you think you need to drop. You need to be involving me. I mean, one, in the scene. Where am I in a line or two, and that I want to be there. That's one of Grisham's strengths. Is that he's very good in that first chapter or two in getting you really involved with that main character, setting up some kind of a conflict for that character, and putting you in a scene. Putting you in a scene. 2 boys are going off to sneak a couple of smokes. They're 8 and 10 years old, or however old they are. And you're with them, and you're following them, and you can feel, oh yeah, right, I've been there. I've sneaked off to do something, whether it's smoking or whatever the heck it is, and you're involved, and and then they see something they shouldn't see, which raises the stakes. They're little kids, and they just saw something they shouldn't see, and so I'm involved. Suspense, and I'll say this over and over again, it's about questions the reader must have answered, must have answered. All the time, every book will rewrite that first chapter over and over again, and rewrite that first line frequently. Not all the time, but frequently. I mean, I'm just doing a book, Humans Bow Down, and I've rewritten that chapter 5 times already, and it's been a different first line every time. So, and because I need to feel as involved as I want the reader to feel. I want to read that next chapter. I want to read about that character. I got the conflict already. I'm feeling it.